In this lesson, we're going to go over the old-time fiddle song, Squirrel Hunters. This is a cool song that is based on the A Mixolydian scale. I'm doing it in our open G tuning that we do on Dobro, GBDGBD, but I'm doing this song without a capo. It lays really nice without a capo, so it's pretty fun to kind of learn this melody and kind of learn some tricks in the key of A. Pretty much. It has a G natural in it, kind of learning that without a capo and getting around the fretboard that way. As you heard in the clip before, I do a lower octave version of this and then I bring it up to the higher register, all kind of really based around that open position, so some cool tricks that you can do there. I also add in just a little example of how you can start creating a variation on your own on one specific spot of this melody. That specific spot has some room to add to it. Overall, it's a great melody to have under your fingers. It's a good one, like I said before, to build on yourself. I also really focus on each phrase of this melody, trying to get each phrase memorized and then putting the phrases together rather than just doing note by note, really focusing on each section of the melody so it's easier to memorize. If you'd like access to the complete lesson, go ahead and click on the link in the video description below to learn how to do that. There's another link in the video description below for you to subscribe to my email list if you would like to. I will email you when new lessons are up and available. Thanks. Here are the first 4 measures played slowly. Alright, so we're going to go phrase by phrase with this, like I said before, and kind of getting comfortable just kind of playing the phrases here, right? So what I would call the first phrase is just the very first 3 notes, basically. Right? So that's the 2nd fret of that 4th string, that's the E note. Then I let that ring out. Then do a pull off, followed by that 2nd string open, right? So you're going to want to do that over and over again, try to get into the groove of it. Alright, and then that next phrase is going to consist of the last 2 notes of measure 1. So it's going to be that, you're going to do that quick slide up to that 4th fret of the 6th string, followed by that 4th string open. You know, in this case I'm using thumb middle. Right, so that's going to be the beginning of the next phrase. Then to complete the phrase, it's going to be the first half of measure 2. looks like in the video I used index to play all those notes, but that's index hitting that 2nd fret of the 4th string, sliding up to the 4th fret, back down to the 2nd fret, and then pull off open. Followed by that 2nd string open. Now you can use you know, your thumb to hit those notes as well. It all depends on the tempo that you're going at. I've noticed sometimes at different tempos, my right hand chooses to use different fingers. At a slower tempo, I could pretty much use any finger, so it's kind of hard to piece together, but that's something you want to experiment with. What is going to be the most logical thing for me to use there? So I believe on the video that's what I did, was thumb, middle, then index, index. But that's going to be the 2nd phrase, so let's do that on repeat for a little bit. Right? Now we'll put the first 2 phrases together. Right? So kind of starting to come together here. And then the 3rd phrase is going to be the last 2 notes of measure 2, and then the first 3 beats, essentially, everything but the last 2 notes of measure 3. Right, so those last 2 notes of measure 2, open 5th string, 2nd fret of the 6th string. Then we get that 6th string open, hammer on 2nd. Same thing on the 5th string, open, hammer on 2nd. And then ending up with that 4th string open. In this case, what I used in the video was index, thumb, thumb, index, middle. That one makes sense to me at any tempo. So here's that 3rd phrase. I'll go ahead and put it on repeat slowly here. Right? So now we're going to add that to our previous 2 phrases. One more time. All right, so now we'll finish off that 4th phrase. That's going to be the last 2 notes of measure 3. And then the 4 quarter notes in measure 4. So it's going to sound like. So that's going to be 5th string open, hammer on that 2nd fret. And then just the 4 quarter notes. 4th string open, 5th string 2nd fret, 5th string open, 6th string 2nd fret. Right? So in beats 2 and 3 there in measure 4, you got that 2 to open on that 5th string. You know, that could easily be a pull-off if you're at a faster tempo or if you just want less picking for your right hand. All those things are absolutely encouraged to kind of experiment with, and you know, you want a smooth sounding version of this, and you also want multiple versions of it. You don't want to have to really think about that stuff, so it's good to kind of practice a bunch of different ways to get your right hand used to it. Here's that last phrase repeated here. right, so we'll add that one to the 3 previous phrases. See if we can string them all together.